you're gonna see this one. We are actually gonna be selling it, man. Kind of sad about it. Not gonna lie, you gotta miss the white so much. It's so good right now, and I'm just so sad about it. It's crazy, man. I don't want to sell. The Nismo's looking good. I mean, we're keeping my Nismos, obviously, but this setup was just so fire, you know? So, but it's all good, man. We gotta move on. And it's not my fault I'm selling it. If I had a choice, I would not be selling it, but I'm basically forced to sell a car. So I'll explain to you why I gotta do that. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Speedy46 coming to another video. Even though this is a sad video, you guys, it's a sad video, man. I have to give up my Q60 Red Sport, my most recent one. I'm not happy about it. I'm really not happy how things played out. It just was not in my favor, and I was getting the short end of the stick, even though I was not in the wrong at all. So basically, the auction scamming me $3,000. That's what's going on. So as soon as I get to the shop or the dealership, I'm gonna explain everything of exactly how they basically are scamming me $3,000 and how the person that sold me the car is basically getting away with murder. Yada 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 yada. So let's go ahead. As soon as I get to the dealership, I'm gonna go ahead and explain everything.
A few moments later.
Well, guys, this is gonna be like the final days. You see me with this Q60, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really sad about it. It's funny because as soon as you're getting ready to sell a car, that's when it wants to look. It literally looks the best. Like, it looks super clean. Every little accent, all the things I've done to it, like everything's just popping out to it right now. The paint looks good, but unfortunately, we are gonna have to sell this specific Q60 Red Sport. Because I basically got screwed over $3,000 with this car if I keep it. So what happened? Why am I forced to sell my Q60? Well, let's kind of back up and explain to you exactly what happened. So I am a used car dealer. So I buy and sell. I strictly sell Infinities. This is all I do. So I bought this car from a dealer-only auction, meaning you have to be a dealer to get into the auction. You need to be like a licensed dealer. Well, I bought the car green light. And for those that do not know what green light means if there's the seller is saying that there's nothing wrong with the car at all. So if there's anything wrong with the car, I will be able to send it back, no questions asked, and get my money back. Well, so I'm like, all right, cool. The seller was being real stingy with his price. He wanted $43,000 for it. I was trying to offer him a little bit less, but he was not budging, which is fine. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just pay his asking of $43,000 for this car. Because it's green lighted, so if there's anything wrong with it, I'll send it back. Well, fast forward about a week, because I had to get it shipped down from NorCal. I get the car. Car's immaculate. I'm not gonna lie, car's beautiful. I love it. I'm in love with this car. I instantly started doing things to it because I bought it. I bought it for $43,000, so I'm happy. Well, about, I would say 3 weeks to a month, about 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later, I get the title finally. I finally get the title, okay? And when I got the title of the car, man, the registration for the car is up to $3,000. Freaking DMV just to get this car registered. After already paying $43,000 for the car, paying his asking. I literally paid basically retail for this car, and I'm a dealer. I'm supposed to get things for wholesale and all that stuff. I paid $43,000 for this car because I really wanted it. And I was not disclosed that at all. So let me go ahead and fast forward to another time. So when I was a seller one time, I actually sold a car. It was like a little cheaper car, but the registration was also $2,000 as well. But I didn't know that. I truly did not know what the fees were. You know, willingly, I sold the car, made a little bit of money. But what happened is once the auction ran the fees and they saw that the fees were basically $2,000, they made us pay half of it. There was no question asked. They made us pay half of the DMV fee to the buyer that bought that car. We didn't have a choice. They automatically debited our account, the auction did. So fast forward to my situation, I'm thinking the same thing. So you know what? Let me go ahead and just arbitrate real quick. I don't want to give the car back because I love the car. But hey, they did not tell me about the DMV fees. They green lighted the vehicle, okay? I paid their asking price for the car. And then on top of that, we've had a scenario before back then where we had to pay half of the DMV fees and we weren't given the option of basically saying, no, we don't want to, or hey, just give us the car back. They automatically debited our account for the half of the fees. So that's what I'm thinking. So fast forward, I go ahead and arbitrate. And it, mind you, this takes legit, like, I want to say like a legit month and a half. I cannot get the auction on the phone. My actual rep that was helping us with our situation, she was nowhere to be found. Like, she would message me one day, and then literally I could not get a hold of her for about 3 weeks. So this is just ongoing. And mind you, every day that you don't pay the fees on a car like this, it keeps going up on any car. So the DMV fees are going up consistently, and I still don't have word back from the auction. Well, finally, a month later, they basically say that they're not going to force the seller to basically pay half of the fees. We can either just give the car back, and we get our full money back, which is fine. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine, I'm okay with that. But mind you, since I bought this car for $43,000, this is my car. I bought it, so it's my car. It's my vehicle, so I started doing my stuff to it, whatever. But since I put basically 4,000 miles on this car, because I took it to Vegas, I took it to San Diego, I drove this car because I was excited. This is my new Q60 Red Sport. I wanted another one, so I got me one. So this was my car. Well, if I try to give it back to them now, or back then, whatever, when this was going on, I would legit lose $3,000 because they charge you, I believe it was like 80 cents for every mile or something like that. So I would have lost $3,000. So regardless, even if I sent this car back, I'm losing $3,000. If I register the car, that's $3,000 just gone. So basically, I got screwed out of $3,000 with this car. So I'm kind of pissed off about it because I really love this car. I don't want to have to give it up, but I'm truly not willing to pay that $3,000 just because I didn't have to. I paid the guy's asking price, you know what I'm saying? So why should I have to pay an additional $3,000 that I cannot get back at all? First of all, so I can't get that money back ever again. Because, you know, being a car dealer, I'm able to sell things at retail. So if I get things at wholesale, I drive it for myself, but then I go ahead and sell it at retail. That way I get my max amount of the money because I don't have to deal with trade-ins and stuff like that. I am the dealer, so I'm able to sell the car at full retail. I can get someone financing, I can deal with credit unions, all that stuff. So that's why it's beneficial to be an actual dealer. But I'm not willing to pay an extra $3,000 on top of what I've already paid to this car. Especially just because I was in the wrong and that the auction actually did this to us and we were the seller, but they automatically freaking took the fees out of our account. So it's just like, how are you gonna do it one way but not the other way? You know what I mean? So I'm just really pissed off. This is why I don't really buy from auctions, because you always get screwed over buying from auctions. I should have took my own sense, but it is what it is at this point. This is possibly gonna be my new Q60. I can either sell this car, get back like $7K in extra money that I paid already on this car, and then I got this one for a complete steal. So like, I'm doing good, and I can use that money to like do so much more, like help my IPL build and build a motor on that, and you know, chase bigger goals and stuff like that. So standing next to each other is there's no comparison. Like, this car is gonna catch your eye a lot more. And then this is completely stock. This is with me modified, and you can't really tell as much because you can barely see the front lip and like my mirrors and all that. Like with this, when I slam it, put the lip on, black everything out. I will do a carbon hood on this one. I think it's just gonna look a lot cleaner, you know. So I think my decision is I think I'm gonna go with this one just because, one, I'm gonna save so much money. 2, I don't have to pay the stupid $3,000 in fees. And then 3, it's just, I don't know, man. I wanted the color to pop way more, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. All right, you guys, I forgot to end the video yesterday, and I realized that when I got home, when I was editing the video. So, but yeah, man, leave a comment down below. Like, what would you guys do? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and sell the white Q60. That way I'm able to get close to $7,000 or $8,000 back. I can use some of that money to help build the motor on the IPL and get that going to 700 horsepower. Then on top of that too, my monthly payment, when I switch it over to my credit union, it's gonna be a lot cheaper too than the white Q60. So honestly, it's a win-win situation for me. And then on top of that too, I think I forgot to mention this to you guys here on YouTube. This specific Q60 is actually a special edition, okay? This is actually a Neiman Marcus special edition Q60. So they only made 50 of these Q60s, and I have one of them. So that's another thing about this car. So not only is the color pretty fire to me, and also I bagged the car already, so that'll be in the next video. I'll put this video up next of me bagging the car, but honestly, I love it. I love it. It's a super rare car because it's one of 50. It's the Neiman Marcus Gold Package Edition. And it's still Red Sport. It's still Red Sport, and I'm able to keep my red interior. So, and I think this car is gonna look super fire once I'm done with it, man. So, But definitely comment down below what you guys have done. Definitely comment down below what you guys would have done, man. Me personally, I'm like, you know what, take that money, it's a money move, get some of this money back, you know, and put that in my pocket. And on top of that too, some of that money can go towards the IPL, which is really my baby. You guys know that, and that car's been down for a while. And I have a video coming up to update you guys on what's going on with that car. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, man. If you guys like it, please leave a comment down below, thumbs up on the video, and subscribe to your boy. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.